Nestled in the western part of California, Oakland is often hailed as a haven for art lovers. However, don't let the city's aesthetic charm deceive you. Situated in the heart of the East Bay, Oakland stands out as a cultural epicenter. It exudes a unique allure, blending artistic excellence with community services through prestigious institutions. One notable gem is the award-winning Oakland Zoo, home to over 400 animals. Another iconic landmark is the Paramount Theater, showcasing stunning Art Deco architecture and a rich history. Oakland's vibrant cultural scene has earned it a spot among the New York Times list of the 45 best places to visit worldwide. This recognition is well-deserved, thanks to the city's renowned music venues, sophisticated restaurants, trendy bars, and dynamic nightlife. Art enthusiasts will find themselves at home here, with a plethora of galleries, festivals, and exhibitions. Oakland boasts the highest concentration of artists per capita in the United States, a testament to its prestigious cultural wealth. Despite its status as a thriving cultural and economic hub, Oakland grapples with a stark contrast in its economic landscape. The city's economy has faced significant upheaval, especially in the aftermath of the pandemic. By 2023, office vacancy rate soared to 28.8%, a steep increase from the pre-pandemic rate of 10%. This sharp rise underscores a serious commercial real estate crisis, reflecting the drastic shift in office space needs and the growing trend of remote work. Adding to its economic woes, Oakland faces a substantial budget deficit, amounting to approximately $49 million by the end of 2023, with projections indicating further increases. This situation highlights the significant challenges in managing the city's finances. Additionally, numerous corruption cases within the city government have exacerbated public distrust in local institutions. Many residents remain skeptical about the government's ability to tackle these issues with transparency and integrity. High-profile corruption scandals involving top officials have added to the city's social and economic burdens, further eroding already fragile public confidence. Recently, the Oakland City Council rejected a proposal to strengthen the Oakland Public Ethics Commission, which is responsible for investigating corruption and ethical violations. This decision has fueled suspicion among residents, especially following FBI raids on the homes of Mayor Sheng Tao and properties owned by California Waste Solutions, a major recycling contractor. The council's rejection means that the commission remains severely understaffed, with only 2 investigators handling 140 cases. This lack of personnel hinders the commission's ability to conduct timely investigations, diminishing their effectiveness in enforcing the law. One proposed improvement included hiring an additional investigator and prohibiting lobbyists from giving gifts exceeding about $47.5 to elected officials. However, 5 council members voted against this proposal, citing the city's significant budget crisis as a reason for their decision. In neighborhoods such as International Boulevard and San Antonio, the daily realities of prostitution and sex trafficking have become a distressing sight for local residents. The community often witnesses scantily clad sex workers on the streets, creating an unsafe and disruptive environment for many families. Community meetings held on 13th Avenue have underscored the seriousness of this issue, with residents demanding concrete actions from the authorities. Several factors drive women into illegal prostitution, including limited job opportunities, urgent financial needs, and even coercion. Although California boasts the world's 5th largest economy with a nominal GDP of $3.9 trillion in 2023, many people still struggle to meet their basic needs. This disparity highlights poor economic management and unequal wealth distribution, trapping segments of the population in cycles of poverty with limited options. Municipal efforts, such as installing barricades on East 15th Street, have merely shifted the problem to other areas like International Boulevard. Residents feel imprisoned in their own homes, with children having to walk past sex workers daily. Crimes related to sex trafficking, such as the attempted abduction of Nguyen, heighten residents' fears and deepen distrust in government promises. David Kakishiba, director of the East Bay Asian Youth Center, asserts that the city's negligence in effectively addressing these issues has allowed the illegal prostitution business to flourish. Despite elected leaders' promises to improve the situation, many residents remain skeptical. They demand concrete actions and effective solutions to restore safety and comfort in their neighborhoods. One glaring issue in Oakland is the affordability crisis. With living costs 40% higher than the national average, many residents struggle to cover everyday expenses. This economic strain further exacerbates the challenges faced by vulnerable populations, pushing some towards desperate measures such as illegal prostitution to survive. One of the primary factors exacerbating Oakland's crisis is the exorbitant cost of housing. The median home price in Oakland is approximately $704,000 USD, nearly double the national average. This steep rise makes homeownership increasingly unattainable for many families, especially those with low to moderate incomes. In fact, homes in Oakland sell for an average price of around $895,000 USD, which is more than twice the national average of $415,000 USD. Such high costs make it difficult for residents to purchase homes, leading to housing instability. The rental market mirrors this trend, with average apartment rents in Oakland reaching about $2,500 USD per month, significantly higher than the national average of around $1,400 USD. This situation impacts not only residents' ability to own or rent decent housing, but also forces many to leave the city in search of more affordable options elsewhere. This exodus results in social disintegration and the loss of long-established communities. Additionally, the influx of higher-income newcomers, a process known as gentrification, further exacerbates the problem, creating social and cultural tensions. Oakland is also grappling with a worsening homelessness crisis. Between 2019 and 2022, the homeless population surged by 24%, nearly doubling over the past decade. The latest point-in-time count recorded 5,055 homeless individuals in Oakland, nearly half of the 9,747 homeless people in Alameda County. Of these, 1,718 are in temporary shelters, while 3,337 live outdoors. The demographics of homelessness in Oakland reveal a complex and multifaceted problem. About 36% of the homeless population are chronically homeless, 25% struggle with mental health issues, 11% face substance abuse problems, and 4% are fleeing domestic violence. Within the shelter population, 60% are men and 36% are women. Despite the city spending nearly $70 million USD over the past 3 years on housing programs, a report from City Auditor Courtney Ruby indicates that Oakland has not effectively tracked the outcomes of these funds. These programs are designed to help the homeless transition to permanent housing, but their effectiveness remains in question. Oakland also bears the legacy of being labeled the crime capital in 1983 by the National Journal, reflecting high crime rates that began in the late 1960s and peaked through the 1990s. Although crime rates declined in the 2010s, Oakland remains one of the 5 most dangerous large cities in the United States. In 2023, a survey by CQ Press ranked Oakland as the 5th most dangerous city in the country, highlighting alarming crime rates in the Bay Area. Violent crime in Oakland has continued to rise, exacerbated by a shortage of officers and the absence of a permanent police chief for nearly a year. Recent data shows that robberies have increased by 38% since 2022. Thefts have risen by 23%, and motor vehicle thefts have surged by 44%. These escalating crime rates have fueled concerns that Oakland could become a ghost town, with businesses and residents feeling increasingly unsafe. In addition to crime, Oakland is grappling with a serious public health crisis stemming from rising drug use. The city's drug crisis has reached alarming levels, with a significant increase in methamphetamine-related deaths since 2017. Methamphetamine, a highly addictive substance, has now become the second most dangerous drug after opioids in Alameda County. Over the past 5 years, methamphetamine has become more accessible, cheaper, and more potent, leading to a surge in its use. Its low cost and stimulant effects make it particularly prevalent among the homeless population in Oakland, who often use it to stay awake and feel safe on the streets. While the methamphetamine crisis has received less media attention compared to the opioid epidemic, its impact is equally devastating. Data from the California Overdose Surveillance Dashboard reveals that psychostimulant overdoses have increased by 250% over 4 years, rising from 1.7 deaths per 100,000 people in 2016 to 2017 to 6.3 deaths per 100,000 in 2021 in Alameda County. 8 out of 10 zip codes with the highest psychostimulant overdose rates are in Oakland, including downtown, West Oakland, and Temescal.